Is there any? Is it fun? Is it hard? What's it feel like when you prepare for someone that plays like basically
The way these guys play?
the way no one else does?
Oh, it's impossible. It's impossible. Because there's no rhyme or reason to what they do. Like a lot of times it's like, all right, here's the scaring report. They press 2-2-1 after a made free throw. All right, so all right, they press 1-2-1-1 after a made basket, or they 3/4 press. So what's DePaul do? I have no idea. Because they will press you all the time in any different ways. And there's nothing you can do to prepare for where it's coming from, when it's coming. Remember that one year we played them, they were trapping with 3 guys. They had 3 guys trapping 1 guy. They didn't care. We were playing 4-on-2. They didn't care. So, how do you prepare for them? It's hard. It's hard. I mean, they're going to make a bunch of threes, and they're gonna pressure you. And there's nothing you can do.
Is it helpful having Jasmine, if she's doing a scouting report, someone that's been on the other side of that?
No, it doesn't. They changed their offense a little bit. The last, even from last year, they've changed it a little bit. It used to be really structured for offense. Now it's so random that it's just like their defense. There's just a lot of random stuff that happens. And they play really, really hard. They just, I don't know how to describe it. It's unique. And I'm looking forward to that twice a year next year, to be honest with you.
How much does it help to have a senior point guard like Crystal to at least help you dictate play when you do have the ball?
It's always been my feeling that just having that isn't going to get it done, because they'll force her to give it up. So who she's passing it to, that's more important than what Crystal's going to do. So where the ball is going to go, and then what's that person going to do with it? That is the big key. So yeah, she's got to help us with the tempo. You can't get caught up in. I remember when we went out there a couple years ago. It was Lou's freshman year. It's when they went to 5-5-5. They just kept subbing 5 guys at a time. It was the first time he had ever done it, and it was chaotic. It was like an NHL game. Guys were jumping over the boards, running in there, and guys were running out. It was insanity, and we got caught up in it. So we would come down, first guy that caught it, shot it. They would come down, first guy that had it, shoot it, and it started to become like really. I was getting delirious watching it, and finally we said, "Look, guys, you can't play the way they play, because that's not who we are." And then once we took a deep breath and came back down to earth, we took control of the game and we won pretty handily. But it's so easy to get caught up in their style of play, and you have to really guard against that, which is a fine line, because you have a lot of young kids on our team who are going to go, "What's wrong with this shot? You told me it's okay to take this shot all year long." Well, it may not be okay Monday night. So then what are you going to do, make them tentative? So it's a real dilemma, When do we want to shoot? Which shot do we want to take? How quickly do we want to play? Hell, Notre Dame got 94 on them and lost by 11. Not just scoring 94 points and losing by 11. You know how many free throws Notre Dame made? How many free throws DePaul made? 3. They have 105 points and they made 3 free throws. And 16 threes. 16 threes only comes out to 48 points. So they have 51 points on threes and free throws. We just scored 55 points on twos. What were those twos? They were layups because they don't shoot twos. So they got 20 layups. How many turnovers did they get? 27? They got 27 layups. So they get you in a frenzied state of mind. You can't get caught up in it.
Does it help then that Meg has matured this year and is a good ball handler?
Yeah, we gotta be able to play a little bit of one-on-one. You know, we gotta take advantage of some maybe matchup situations that we have. You know? So I think the teams that are pretty successful against them are very patient. And then, you know, are able to exploit some matchups. Liv could be really important because they don't have a matchup for her. But then we don't have anybody that she can guard because they don't have a setter.
Coming up off of the first half of the Notre Dame game, does it feel like, I know it's a different style play, this game is maybe just, can't even look back past as much, but does it feel like after that successful half that the offense at least is going in the right direction?
Oh yeah. But I mean, Notre Dame didn't play one possession man-to-man, I think, in the first half. They played all zone. These guys will not play one possession of zone. So the wear and tear on your mind is you're going to have to really be able to be mature and handle, you know, the whole 40 minutes. But yeah, our offense is getting better. It's getting more consistent. You know, we're having a pretty good idea of where to go with it. That's always been the case with young teams. They're good at the first thing. Okay, we're going to do this. And if that's not there, then they go, okay, we don't have this, but we're going there. A really good team will go, all right, they took that away too. It's all right, we got the next two things and we're going to get you. A young team will go, this is where we're going to shoot it. Oh, we can't. All right, I'll throw it to you. Still no shot. All right, screw it. All hell breaks loose there. And that's what they make you do.
Is this the perfect time for a test of your maturity because you have so much time to work on things?
You know, you're just coming off exams, so, you know, they're already a little bit fried. But, you know, Monday's more of a test of, it's a test of like your will. Like, are they gonna impose their will, or are we gonna be able to like stay and say, no, this is who we are, this is what we do, you know, and not get caught up in it. And it's like, how many threes are they gonna get? As many as they want. What kind of threes they get, that's gonna be a challenge. So they're gonna, how many threes are they gonna shoot? 35? 40 maybe? Who knows? So the key becomes, what kind? Are they uncontested? Are they contested? You know? And even if they're contested, they might go in. So what are you gonna do? You gotta grind it out, maybe. You gotta grind it out. But the key is if you don't turn it over, you know, Notre Dame had 27 turnovers. So if you don't turn it over and you limit their opportunities, then I think you've got to, you know, you handle their pressure. A couple of years ago, they came to Gamble and they pressed us, and I think we got 7 layups the first 5 minutes of the game, and it really blew the game open almost right away. So handling their pressure, I think, gives everybody a sense of we got this. Turning it over gives them the sense these guys can't handle our pressure. So it's a real mental challenge.
You guys haven't really seen a team that will pressure you from the get-go and for the entire game yet this season.
Yeah, there's nobody else in the country, I think, that plays like this. And you know, they're pretty deep. I think they play at least 8 that I know of, maybe more. I don't know. You know, and coaches those guys with a little chip on their shoulder all the time. And he'll remind them like 75 times between now and Monday that we didn't recruit any of their players. So he'll hammer that into their head all the time. You know, so they'll be in a state of constant pissed off.
Is this another good game to have Lou around to help you guys prepare since she likes to shoot the three?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. It's, we have a bunch of good shooters here on our practice squad. And it's good because we can put a team out there with 5 guys that are all really good three-point shooters. So it gives us an idea of there's nobody you can actually play off of. Nobody. You got to guard them all. So we'll see. I'm glad we're playing downtown and not in their bandbox. Whew. Imagine if it was at their place on campus. This is going to be bad enough. But you played there, it's like you're claustrophobic. It's like
Worse than Seton Hall?
No, not worse than Seton Hall, but an extra 2,000 people right on top of you. Yeah. So they get a much bigger crowd, much livelier. Their band is crazy. They get that going. Oh yeah, their own campus arena, forget it. So there's one bright spot, we're playing them in downtown. So we'll see.
What's it like getting to play against Doug again?
I enjoy it. I enjoy it because it is such a challenge. And they do force you to do things differently than most teams will do. And I enjoy it because, he's an unbelievable competitor. As good friends as we are, he's an unbelievable competitor. If you ask him who's the best team in the country, he'll tell you whoever we're playing next. That's his mentality. So the fact that it's us doesn't bother him one bit. Because right after our game, he'll have his kids convinced that whoever they play after that is the best team in the country. Like they're playing today, right? I don't even know who they're playing. Alabama State or somebody. He'll have them convinced that, you know what? With a little bit of luck, they would be the best team in the country. Because that's how he prepares his team. He's a competitive mother, man. And I've often thought, what am I going to say to him? Like, what's he going to say to me the first time they beat us? Because they've never beaten us. The old Big East, since the Big East ended, they've never beaten us. Same like last year with Louisville, they had never beaten us either. So his idea, the reason why they still play us, when a lot of people don't want to play us, he says, how am I ever going to beat them if I don't play them? So it doesn't matter to him that they've lost, 30 straight, whatever the hell it's been all these years. He's like, we're going to get the next one. And if we beat them Monday night, he'll go, I can't wait till next year, man. Now we got 2 shots at it. That's how he is. He relishes the competition.
What have you taken from him as a coach?
How positive he is. How incredibly positive he is with his players. How he instills in them a tremendous sense of confidence. He coaches to his environment. He grew up in Chicago. He played at DePaul. The kids he gets are DePaul kids. And he coaches to his environment. It's like at a real high level, it's like coaching high school. I remember when I coached in high school, when I coached the boys, especially in high school, it was great. You have a game Friday night, go to a bar afterwards, win or lose, it's a great time. So practice Saturday, play Sunday afternoon, win or lose, same place. By the time you leave that place, you don't even remember if you won or lost. You could care less. That's Doug. Play the game, go to Kelly's. All his former players, parents, everybody that was at the game. Woo! Everybody's going to be there. Every single game. It's like a real tight-knit community of DePaul players and families. And he's created that. I really admire the job that he does out there. If you ask him, like if you're out there Monday, say, hey Doug, how many teams have made the NCAA tournament 19 years in a row? He'll tell you exactly how many, because he's one of them. Think about that. Small Catholic school? No, they're not small. They're probably, I think they're the largest. They may be the largest Catholic school in America. And those suckers are in the NCAA tournament every year. Every year. And they play an amazing schedule every year. And they don't care, man. They don't care. They don't care. They just play the game. They don't play the game. What was it? One time we were at Gamble, we were practicing for the NCAA tournament. And somebody was watching the DePaul Oklahoma game. And I went over and I said, what's the score? I said, I think Oklahoma's up, DePaul is up 20. I'm like, damn, that's a shocker. We run a couple of drills or whatever. I walked back over. I said, how bad is it now? I said, Oklahoma's up 2. Holy shit. But that's what happens with them. You're up 30 at halftime, you better be nervous. Last year was, we were up 30 at halftime. Came out in the second half. They cut it to 16 the first 5 minutes. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Maybe at dinner Sunday night I'll get them some food poisoning or something. I don't know.
Speaking of unbelievable, can you believe that you're number 2 in the country right now?
That's a statement. I'm not sure what that statement means, but not possible. It's not really true. We're just there because we haven't lost yet. Everybody else happened to lose. We ain't number 1 in the country. We ain't number 2 in the country.
It does seem like there's a lot more parity though this year.
Yeah, there is. There is. With each year that goes by, more coaches and more teams start to feel like there's a sense of like, why not? Why can't we do it? Why can't we do it? And it may be since that Final Four, Stewie's senior year, where it was, Washington, Oregon State, and Syracuse. People looked around and said, why can't we do that? So, we're starting to see that start to happen. People around the country are going, we're not going to automatically concede, and go, well, it's only reserved for those people. It's exactly what needs to happen. More and more and more each year. Each year, more and more. More and more.
Geno, you talked about in the past about players and over break and trying to keep them active. And, here you are again out of class. How do you keep them active and keep them sitting around?
Well, we practiced a little bit, had off a bunch this past week. Exams are over now. So these 2 days, today and tomorrow, hopefully we'll get some work done. A little bit of a struggle is going to be after Monday, because that's an unusually long wait from, we go from the 16th to the 22nd. When you think, well, why don't we play the 20th? Why don't we play the 19th and everybody go home? But it didn't come together that way. So the trick is going to be, with Christmas looming, how are we going to keep these guys engaged? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. That's going to be a challenge. But, I wish they were older, but they're not. So when you have young kids, you're not quite sure. You're not quite sure.